All right, welcome to Positivity is the Way to Go. My guest today, she does cosmetology, and she is one of the best in Chicago at what she do, you know. And her expertise is in hair and also the Lord. Welcome my guest today.
I'm Lahiani. I didn't want to challenge Dion to pronounce my name, so I pronounced it myself. And thank you, Dion. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
It's a pleasure to have you on. And also, by the way, before we get started, I would like to have y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel at DionDavis6872. And also, I would like to send a message to the world. I just lost a friend from my church. He was in his 70s, named Danny. I just gotta say that as a world, we need to put our ego aside, and come to Christ and everything, and let's get along. We shouldn't talk about stranger days. Life is really short, and we only get one chance at this life, and this life is temporary. So I just gotta say, if you know anybody out there, tell people you love them and stuff, and give them their flowers while they're here before they leave, y'all.
Amen. That's good, Dion.
Yeah, so let's talk about your cosmetology and what you did. What motivated you to get into doing hair and everything? Because I know that's your niche,
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I was actually 4 years old when I cut my first bang. It was my niece who was 3 years old, and it was Christmas, and my sister had gotten her a play school beauty salon. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, sit down, go get some scissors. I need to cut your bangs. And we got in trouble for it, but I've always had an affinity for hair. Hair is a way to connect to other people. And for me, it's always been a way to express myself. So after that incident of cutting my niece's bang, I acquired my first weekly client at 9 years old. It was Miss Johnson. She was a senior in our building, and she was a widow, and she lived alone, but she knew that I did all the kids' hair in the neighborhood. And one day she just approached me and said, hey, can you do my hair? Can you do that to my hair? And all I was doing was braiding people's hair at that time. And I told her, yes, I can, with a lot of confidence. And she paid me $5 to do her hair every Friday night at 6 o'clock. So what I learned from that, Dion, is that I had a talent that could be profitable. And so from Miss Johnson, I learned that, you have to charge for your services. And so I never did anyone's hair for free after that. Anytime I wanted to bless someone, I made sure that they would understand, hey, I'm giving you this service as a courtesy, right? After Miss Johnson, I kept doing hair in the neighborhood. And by the time I was 14, I was allowed an opportunity to assist my friend Chris. We were just graduating 8th grade, and his uncle was a hairstylist who needed a shampoo assistant. And I was so excited, I jumped on the shampoo assistant, and it's, apropos that we're sitting in the shampoo bowls. I jumped on that opportunity, and I worked with him, Mr. Eddie Brown, and from that, I had an opportunity to work with Mr. Bernard Johnson. Bernard's family owned Johnson Products, and there were two Johnson products. One was the Soft Sheen Johnson Products, and the other was the Ultra Sheen Johnson Products. Now, if you guys remember Soul Train or anything like that, Ultra Sheen was a major sponsor, and so they came out with the Oil Sheen. They were the first ones to come out with Oil Sheen spray and a whole line of products for black hair care. And so if you know anything about Chicago and the beauty industry and the black beauty industry specifically, we were a mecca. All the good hair products came out of Chicago, and still today, we're creating so many dynamic styles, cuts, fashions, products, all the things. I always say everything great comes from the shop. I always say that. And so after Bernard's experience, he taught me that I needed to go to beauty school. He's like, you're really talented, you're gifted naturally, and I was self-taught, but he really disciplined me. Like, he had me on a timer to apply relaxers, and everything was very regimented, very strict, very strategic with Mr. Johnson, and I love that about him. But he said you have to get a license. There's no way you're going to excel in this industry without having a license. And so that's one of the things that made me go to beauty school right after. Graduated at 17 and went to beauty school. By 18, I was licensed in working at Neiman Marcus on Michigan Avenue, which taught me customer service. That was a very upscale